Hello guys, Greg back with another video. So today I'm reviewing a fragrance that you can see here, which is called Yuqawam by the House of Rasasi. I'm pretty sure I'm the first person on YouTube to review this. Pretty sure I won't be the last either. I kind of came across this kind of by accident. A friend of mine on Facebook called Keith sends me loads and loads of samples. Really great guy he is. And in one of the packages he sent me there happened to be a little sample of this. So I gave it a try and was totally blown away by it, to be honest. So as soon as I'd finished the little sample, I went to seek out where I could find a full bottle, and that's the one that you can see here. So this is classified as an Oriental. Couldn't find out any information on who the perfumer was, unfortunately. Now, being that I'm kind of quite taken by this fragrance and by the brand, I'm just going to talk for a minute about the actual brand, the origins of the brand, who they are, that kind of thing before I get into the fragrance. So the Rasasi house is based in Dubai. It was founded in 1978 by a gentleman called Abdul Razak Khalekzar. The company's still family owned. It's now run by his 6 sons. They produce fragrances mainly inspired by sort of the Eastern world, but they also do some fragrances that are targeted at Western cultures as well. Now, from the research I did, I'm not 100% sure on this fact, but I believe that Rasasi was the first fragrance house to have their own retail store in Dubai. First one to actually do that. Not sure if that's 100% true, but that's what I think I gained from the research that I did. But anyway, they're now in 155 retail outlets across the Middle East, and they're exporting to about 50 countries. Now, the Yuqawam, which I hope I'm pronouncing correctly, actually means irresistible in Arabic, which is a really good description for it. The Yuqawam range is targeted mainly at the Gulf national countries, so mainly targeted at Arabs, but thankfully it's found its way into other countries, thankfully for us, because it's a really great fragrance. So before I dig into the details, let's have a quick look at the presentation. First of all, let's have a look at the box. So this box is actually wooden, which is really nice. Really good sturdy box. Even all of this inside here is all wood. See if you can see, probably won't focus very well. There you go, the Yuqawam Rasasi on there. It's actually magnetic, which is pretty cool. Got information on the bottom here. What I really like here, I'm not sure if you can see this, probably not, but it actually says manufactured June 2013, which I really like, because I like to know when fragrances were manufactured, and the bottle sits inside the box obviously like that. So onto the bottle itself. So this is really nice lacquered black glass. You can see it's got really nice curvatures in the bottle. Some information there. You've got this leaf emblem on here. The cap says Rasasi again, which is actually engraved into the wood. Sorry about the focus here, a little bit dark today. And again, the cap is wooden, same as the box. Let's have a look at the sprayer. It's actually a pretty impressive sprayer as well. So all in all, very nice presentation. There we go. So let's have a look and talk about the fragrance. Now, in the last couple of months, I guess, I've described 2 fragrances that were very similar to this, Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather. 2 fragrances that I spoke about were Untitled Leather and Golden Boy by Duetto Parfums. They are very similar to Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather, however, this one is even more similar. I'll talk a bit more about that and the similarities a little bit later on, but let's have a look at the notes for this one first. So at the top you've got thyme, saffron and raspberry. In the middle there's Olibanum, or Frankincense as most people would call it, which is this, if anyone wants to know what frankincense looks like, and Jasmine. And then in the base there's leather, black suede, wood and amber. So those notes are pretty much exactly what you find in Tuscan Leather. Now they are similar fragrances, as I said that, but they're not identical, so I'll come back to the comparison a bit later, but first of all I want to really talk about this fragrance and what I get from this one. So if any of you have seen the film called Swingers, it's an old film with Vince Vaughn. One of the catch lines in that film is, "You look the money," or "You look so money." Well, this fragrance, Le Yuqawam, makes you feel the money and it makes you smell the money. When I get out of my very normal car, wearing my very normal suit, I feel like when I'm wearing this, I feel like I'm getting out of something like an Aston Martin wearing a Brioni tuxedo or something. It really gives you that air of, you know, wealth, classiness. It's refined and sophisticated. So it starts off with a very sweet raspberry note mixed with saffron and thyme. Now, it smells leathery right from the start, but both saffron and thyme have a leathery quality to them, and I think it's that you get at the top rather than the leather, which comes later on and is fantastic. The raspberry in here never really subsides. It's joined in the mid by some aromatic resinous accord, which is probably that Olibanum, which is listed in the notes, the frankincense. There's also a little hint of an aromatic accord in there. It's not harsh, it's almost like a sweetened aromatic accord. And then when you get into the base, that's when you pick up really beautiful, rich, creamy leather. Beautiful leather note in this fragrance. Also get some suede in the base, which really kind of smells like a less prominent, less creamy leather note. And then there's some understated woods in there. Sometimes when I wear this, I pick up vetiver. Sometimes I pick it up, I pick up tobacco leaf. Neither of those are listed. I'm not sure if they're even in here, and neither of them are detectable every time I wear the fragrance. Probably one time in every 3 I'll pick one of those up. But really, all in all, the fragrance revolves around 2 notes or 2 accords, raspberry and leather. Don't be put off by the dominance of leather in this fragrance. It's a very wearable leather. It's an inoffensive take on leather. So getting back to the comparison, let's bring this baby in. In my opinion, Le Yuqawam has a more pronounced raspberry note, so it makes it just a little bit sweeter right from the start, and it just takes the edge off of that leather and off the saffron and the thyme. That little bit of extra sweetness makes it just a little bit more wearable in my opinion. As I mentioned, I think there's a hint of vetiver and tobacco leaf in the Yuqawam as well, and I don't get that from Tuscan Leather. But all things being considered, I would say the similarity is somewhere in the 90% kind of area. So on to smell and occasion. This one's definitely a better cooler weather fragrance. I'll wear this one pretty much all year round myself, but apart from hot summer days, hot evenings. Not the most versatile fragrance. It's one that I won't wear a huge amount, but mainly because it's a really nice one to save for special occasions. But I will wear it, you know, if I'm going to the cinema, going out for a meal, something like that. I won't wear it to wash the car. I won't wear it to go to the shops, that kind of thing. It's just too good for that. Comparison wise, always do a comparison. It is very similar to Tuscan Leather as I described. Also very similar to Duetto Parfums Golden Boy, and it has some similarities to Black Saffron by Rado. In terms of value, Golden Boy and Le Yuqawam are the best 2 out of those 4 in my opinion. In terms of performance on this, it's got everything. Fantastic protection, great sillage, and it literally lasts all day. You cannot fault this, you will not be disappointed. It is fantastic performance. Price and availability. So it comes in this one size, 75ml. I actually picked up this bottle from Universal Perfumes directly from Kuwait. Only took not much more than a week to deliver, and it was less than £60 in the UK. Now there's now a few UK sellers on eBay selling this, around £56, that kind of price. eBay in the US you can pick a bottle up for about $80. So if you compare those prices to Tuscan Leather, which is for 100ml in the UK you pay £205 retail, and in the States $290. So as much as I love this, value wise there's no comparison. The Le Yuqawam is a no-brainer, 100%. So finally, ratings. Projection and sillage on this, almost a 10. It's a 9.5 out of 10. The sillage is not absolute beast mode. It is very good and as much as you'd ever want, but there are others that are even more beastly. So 9.5, still great. Longevity wise, can't fault it at all. 10 out of 10. Smell wise, absolutely fantastic, 10 out of 10. And overall, this one will definitely be in my next perfect 10 out of 10 fragrance video. No doubt at all, this is a masterpiece, a 10 out of 10. So I think that's pretty much done. Yeah, quickly before I go, I just want to say quickly thanks to a chap on Facebook, Farhan. You know who you are, mate. This guy sent me a brand new bottle of Platinum Egoist, completely free. I said to him, why don't you sell it and make a few quid and buy something else? And he said, no, I'd rather you had it. Which I thought, you know, just kind of says it all about this community. There's so many great, genuine people. So big shout out, thanks to you, Farhan. So anyway, that's the end of the review, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please do rate, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. Cheers, bye.